Instagram, from YouTube. So if you see me moving around, it's because I'm trying to connect with each and every single one of you. I'm going to see if I can put this here, and that makes that easier. There we go. That's brilliant. How's everyone doing? Where are we seeing? I just want to give a few shout outs quickly before we get going. Julie from Norway, thanks so much for being here. This is great. Who else is here? I see Navneet from Vancouver, Lotus Coach from London, Janelle from Seattle. Wonderful to have you here as well. Thank you so much for joining. It's great to have so many of you coming in online right now. So what I'd love for you to do is, as you come in online, press the like button, press the love button, and most importantly, press that share button so that so many more people can see this live right now. What we're about to do is 20 days of live meditation. You're in day one right now, whether you know it or you don't know it. You are here for day one. And in a moment, I'm going to guide you through this, this beautiful meditation. So Jessica goes, also makes the background more appealing with that pretty tree. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Matthew, good to see you. Santora, thank you for being here. Thanks for tuning in from Beverly Hills, Jessica. Matt, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Lots of hair jokes. Glad the hair survived. Thank you. Appreciate it. Awesome. Thank you for watching the Today Show this meeting where I was announcing this. So about to dive in. If you've never meditated before, don't worry at all. You're in the right place. If you've meditated many, many times before, you're also in the right place. But the goal today and for every day for the next 20 days is to give you a moment of pause, a moment of calm, a moment to relax, a moment for less baggage on your mind, and a moment of clarity. I know that it's tough times. I know that it's challenging times. I know so many of you have so much going on. But I want us to recognize that our peace is within our power. Our peace is up to us to choose. We have to take this seriously. We have to follow the guidelines. We have to make the amendments in our lifestyle, but we can choose to do so in a peaceful way. So whether you've meditated before or not, get into a comfy place. Right? Just get somewhere really, really comfy. It can be a chair. I'm sitting on a normal chair. You can sit on the floor if you like. You can lie down on your bed. You can lie down on your bed if you like to, whichever one is most comfortable to you, right? Whatever is most comfortable to you. Get into that space, get super comfortable, take off your jackets, put on some jackets if you're cold or warm, whatever it is that personally works for you and helps you, right? And here's what I want to add, that the goal of this meditation is right now, just how beautiful this is. We have 14,000 people live with us on Facebook. We've got nearly 14,000 live on Instagram. We've got another few thousand people live on YouTube. We're all going to meditate together. That's the power of this, that right now we have over 30,000 people live from across the world who are going to meditate together. We're going to access peace together. We're going to access calm together. And this is all about strengthening that unity and that bond of doing it together as well. So I want you to recognize that. I want you to remember that you're not in this alone. Even if you're alone in your apartment, you're not alone. This is a shared experience. This is shared energy that everyone's going to feel. Now, meditation is scientifically proven to benefit your mind, to reduce anxiety, to reduce stress and pressure in your life. And if you follow along as I guide along today, you'll start to feel some of those benefits immediately, right? You genuinely will. And like I said, if you've never done it before, you have nothing to be afraid about, right? Nothing to be scared of. And if you've had a tough day, I've just seen a message here. Betty says, wow, I needed this. Being on the medical field and being told you don't care is hard. Much love and prayer to you and your family. Thank you, Betty. I really, really appreciate that. Sending love to each and every single one of you right now. Thank you so much. And I want to give a big shout out to my genius community that is throwing so much love to everyone in the world right now as well. Thank you so much for that. Okay, brilliant. So what I'm going to ask you all to do, first of all, is get somewhere comfortable. And I want you to just close your eyes, gently lower your gaze. I'm not going to close my eyes just yet because I want to make sure that everyone's engaged. So close your eyes, lower your gaze. And peace. Just bring your awareness to those words. Calm, balance, ease, stillness, and peace. No force, no pressure. Just bringing your awareness to calm, balance, ease, stillness, and peace. Whenever your mind wanders, just gently and softly, without getting frustrated or upset with yourself, bring back your awareness to calm, balance, ease, stillness, and peace. Gently roll back your shoulders 3 times. Now I'd like you to just become aware of your natural breathing pattern. Breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. Breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. If it's unnatural for you, you can breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. But just become aware of your natural breath. And whenever your mind wanders, just gently and softly bring it back to your breath. Lower your left ear to your left shoulder as you breathe in. And breathe out as you bring it back to the middle. Lower your right ear to your right shoulder as you breathe in. And exhale as you bring it back to the middle. Try that once more each side. Lower your left ear to your left shoulder as you inhale. And exhale and bring it back to the middle. Lower your right ear to your right shoulder as you inhale. And exhale and bring it back to the middle. Try that one more time, each on your own. Left ear to your left shoulder as you inhale. Breathe out and bring it back to the middle. Lower your right ear to your right shoulder as you inhale. And exhale as you bring it back to the middle. Just becoming aware of your natural breathing pattern. No force or pressure. Just in your own time, at your own pace. Just realigning with your breath. Now what I'd like you to do is breathe in for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4, and breathe out for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4. The count can be at your pace, in your own time. And to make things simpler, just place your left palm on your stomach. Place your left palm on your stomach or your right palm on your stomach. And breathe in and feel your stomach come out. 1, 2, 3, 4. And breathe out and feel your stomach go in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Try that a few times yourself. Breathing in for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4. And breathing out for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathing in positive, relaxing, calming energy, and breathing out any negative, toxic, stressful energy. As you exhale, really visualize your body letting go of any of the negative, toxic energy. Feeling your body really shedding, letting go, detaching and disconnecting. Inhaling positive, powerful energy for a count of 1 to 4, and exhaling any negative, stressful, or anxious energy for a count of 1 to 4. Continue to do this yourself. Make your breath more gradual, more intentional. You're just creating an environment of calm, balance, ease, stillness, and peace. Breathe in for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4, and breathe out for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4. I want you to take yourself back to a moment that you felt an intense sense of joy. Could be a birthday party, could be an exchange with a loved one, could have been your wedding or a date, could have been being with your parents or family. I want you to visualize the experience of extreme joy, love, and happiness. I want you to visualize what that space was like. Visualize the wallpaper, the carpet, the floors, the ceiling. Visualize where you and this person were sitting or embracing or holding hands. What could you hear? What were they saying or trying to say? What were you trying to say? Recreate this moment through your memory and immerse yourself in that moment. That moment where you felt an intense sense of joy, of love, of happiness. What could you see? Who is there? What did they say? What could you hear? Place yourself back into this moment. Re-experience that love and that joy and that happiness that lives in that moment, and let it fill your heart. Let it fill your mind. Let all of that experience become a part of you again. Whatever joy, whatever love, whatever happiness you experienced with that person, with that place, allow it to infuse your mind and body. Breathe in that positive, uplifting energy and exhale any of that negative energy. Inhale that powerful, positive energy And exhale any of that negative, stressful energy. Smile now with the feeling that it's left you. If a tear rolls down your cheek, if you're smiling from one side to the other side, just experiencing that joy, that happiness, that love that you have in your life. Know that you can go back to this moment at any time. Know that you can call this loved one at any time. Know that you can FaceTime them. And if they're no longer here, then know that you can write to them through a note. You can share your feelings with them. This beautiful moment can fill you up with joy, happiness, and love whenever you need it. Whether you're smiling, feeling emotional, or feeling centered, know that there is a lot of love in your life. Bring your awareness back to calm, balance, ease, stillness, and peace. Calm, balance, ease, stillness, and peace. Breathe in for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4, and breathe out for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Your mind will have wandered, but you have made so much progress today. Whether this was your first or 100th time that you tried to meditate, recognize the steps forward you've taken. And when you're ready, in your own time, at your own pace, you can gently open your eyes and pause there. How did that feel? Let me know. Tell me your honest thoughts in the comments. I'd love to see. I'm seeing one from David Jackman over here on Facebook. Thanks. This is relaxing me so much. I will do this every day from today. Well, you can be live with me every single day at this time, 9:30 a.m. Pacific time. Thank you so much. Faye says, my first time, it was amazing. Thank you so much. I'd love to know what we're thinking over here on Instagram. My first live session, it was great today. Thank you so much. Adab says, wonderful. Gigi says, thank you. Dan says, excellent. Shomaik says, that was phenomenal. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that you're all feeling the benefits immediately. Berta says, I really needed that. I am doing it every day for the next 2 weeks. Sharon goes, can you do this with us every day for the next 2 weeks? I'm going to be doing this every day for the next 19 days after this. I'm going to be live with you here at the same time every single day. Invite your friends, tell them to join us from wherever they are. Chase goes, thanks, bro. The voice putting me to rest. Jessica goes, thank you for guiding us through that. I have a very hard time meditating. Well, Jessica, I hope that made it slightly easier. We were, by the way, just so you know, we were all eyes closed for 14 minutes. 14 minutes. Did it feel like 14 minutes? Markel goes, incredible, bro. Appreciate you always choosing to share your love in a genuine manner. Thank you so much. The world needed this. Jessica, thanks for sharing that. I think that's a lot of us. I appreciate you being so honest and genuine there. Christine goes, this made me cry tears of joy and love. Thank you for sharing that. Samreen says, I always wanted to know how you meditate, Jay. So this was a good glimpse into your meditation. Well, so this is the plan. And I want to explain what we did. So hear me out about what we actually did here. Let me explain. The first thing that we did is that we slowed down your energy. So let me explain. A lot of the time, what happens is that our mind is ahead of our body, or our body is ahead of our mind. So how many times do you have it where you wake up and your body is really frantically moving around trying to do everything, and your mind's like, oh, I'm still in bed, right? How many times have you ever felt that? Or how many times have you felt the opposite, where you wake up and your mind is racing and your body's like, oh, I'm still in bed. So all of our tension and pressure in life is experienced when our mind is ahead of our body, or our body is ahead of our mind. Listen to this. When you breathe in for the same amount of time as you breathe out, your body and mind align. Really important lesson here. So when you breathe in for a count of 4 and you breathe out for a count of 4, you are aligning your body and mind. When you breathe in and lower your left ear to your left shoulder and back, you are realigning your body and mind. That's what we were doing today. Our body and mind are rarely in the same place, and that's where we feel friction, where we feel tension, where we feel pressure. And so it was bringing it all back to the middle, right? All back to the middle. So I want you to recognize that's what we did first. Then when we started focusing on a positive memory, what we realized is sometimes in our environment, we feel we don't have love. We feel we don't have happiness. We don't experience that joy. So we have to go back to a previous experience where we can get that again, right? Where we can experience that again. And so that's so powerful when you can do that, right? When you can actually go back and you can take that joy and that happiness from a previous moment and you can relive it today. You can re-experience it today, right? You can put yourself back in that position. So just so for all of you, every day for the next 19 days, for the next 20 days, I will be live at the same time like this every single day. We're going to start off with a quick focus, share the meditation, and then I'm going to speak to you a bit about what's going on in the world and help you with some messages. So here's what I've been thinking about. The first thing that I'm seeing a lot of is that we are judging and guilting ourselves. How many of you right now are judging yourself? I'm not exercising enough. I'm not eating the right things. I'm not taking care of my kids the right way. I can't perform the best in my job. How many of you are noticing that you are judging yourself right now? How many of you feel guilty for not being at your best right now? If any of you are experiencing that, I can see a lot of the likes and love buttons coming up. I'm guessing that that's you saying that you agree that you're experiencing that. Well, here's the thing. Stop judging and guilting yourself. Here's why. This is a scenario and a situation that none of us have ever been in before. So you have to cut yourself some slack. You have to recognize that you're not going to be the perfect parent, the perfect worker, the perfect person right now dealing with all of this, because there is so much newness. Give yourself a break and try your best. And at the same time, stop judging and guilting other people, because I really believe that when we stop judging and guilting ourselves and judging and guilting others, we're going to start seeing the best of humanity. On my Instagram stories and Facebook stories, every single day, I'm posting now some good news that's happened in the world. Today's one is beautiful. It's a couple that missed their holiday cruise because of this. So what they did is they put on their robes, they got their drinks, they pushed their couch towards the TV, put a beautiful scenic background on, and are experiencing that cruise from the comfort of their home. It's beautiful. We will see the best of humanity when we stop judging and guilting ourselves and we stop judging and guilting others. Genuinely, that's what will happen. And I really want you all to recognize that, to give yourself that space to grow, to give yourself that space not to judge yourself. Katie, thank you so much. I'm glad you're enjoying this right now. So like I said, every single day for the next 20 days, we will clarify our thoughts. We'll do a meditation practice together. How amazing was that? That 30,000 of us today, right now, and more later on throughout the day, we're actually meditating together, meditating for peace, meditating for love, meditating for calm. Haley says, thank you, Jay. We have done this as a family. My son and husband fell asleep. I'm glad that they got the rest that they needed. Ken says, I saw you live with Hoda on the Today Show this morning. Thanks for the exercise about breathing and how to be calm. We look forward to seeing you every day to change my perspective and move towards a positive outlook during this time. Thank you, Ken, for sharing that. O'Shea says, thank you so much for this, Jay. Haven't done meditation in a while, and this brought back so much. Means the world. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that so many of you got involved and took part. I know it's new for you, but I promise you it's going to give you the calm that you need to get involved in your days and actually be able to make an impact. Because guess what? If we're not our best selves, if we're not our calmest, if we're not relaxed, it's very hard for us to pass that on, right? There's a really good question here from Andy, I believe. It's Andy, yeah. It says, so whenever a negative thought comes, what is the best thing we can do to get that thought out of our mind? So interesting. When a negative thought comes up, you don't actually want to try and get it out of your mind. It's like trying to push something away and it keeps repelling. So when a negative thought comes into your mind, you can ask yourself, do I like this thought? The answer is no. What kind of thoughts do I like? I like thinking positive things about other people. I like thinking about the creative things that I can do. I like thinking about reading something powerful or listening to a podcast. Let me switch to that. When you have a conversation with that negativity, just like there's someone negative in your space, if you just try and push them out, they keep trying to stay there. Just having a conversation and saying, do I really connect with this thought? I don't. What kind of thoughts do I connect to? Okay, let me replace it. Every thought has to be replaced. It has to be substituted. It can't just be thrown away. So that's what we were doing in this meditation. We were replacing our negative thoughts with powerful, positive memories, right? Sarah goes, you're awesome. Thank you. I needed this with all the craziness going on in the world. You're awesome. I was introduced to you in my therapy session when I was in a deep depression. You're amazing. Well, thank you so much, Sarah. And thanks to your therapist as well for sharing that. I really appreciate it. I'm so glad that so many of you are saying that this is what you needed right now. It's brilliant to see that. I really, really appreciate this. And I'm really hoping that more and more of you are going to join me every single day when we go live, 9:30 a.m. Pacific time. That's 12:30 Eastern time PM. That's 4:30 p.m. in the UK. It's 10 p.m. in India. I know it's a bit late, but I'm trying to make sure that we can connect with the whole world. I will be live every single day. So many of you are saying the 20 minutes went so fast. Literally, you were meditating for 15 minutes. If it's your first time, you just did 15 minutes. It's a long time. You did an incredible job. And this is going to help you with calm in your life. You're going to see for the rest of your day, when you're dealing with stressful things, you're going to be able to come back to calm. You're going to see that when you show up for these live meditations every single day, when you go back to your daily life and there's something that tries to disrupt you, you're going to be centered. You're going to see that. We're wiring your mind to become more centered, for you to become more focused on your thoughts, for you to have the ability to do that. Mary Jordan says, thank you so much for putting some calm in all the craziness going on right now. My first time in meditation, and I'm going to make sure and share this with all my extended family and friends. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I want you to know that while you're meditating, I'm putting out positive meditations, vibes, and prayers for each and every single one of you. That's what I'm doing here as I'm light leading and guiding and facilitating these meditations. I just want you to feel that positive boost of energy every single day. Genuinely so grateful that you showed up today. It means the world to me. And I really, really hope that we're going to see each and every single one of you tomorrow, same time, same place, across all platforms. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you, Instagram. Thank you, Facebook, for showing up. I am deeply, deeply grateful that we got to do this together. I truly believe that the vibes and the meditations in this space will spread the energy across everyone else as well. Sending so much love to each of your friends, your family, your loved ones, and of course to you. The session is now over and we will start again tomorrow. I'll see you then. Take care, everyone.